Hello there, this is John in UK, and this regards this COVID-19. What I must say is that this COVID-19 has been known since 2002 to present day. Different variations. There's been 7 strains of coronavirus known to date since 2002. And what I'm getting fed up about is that the local government in this UK with Boris Johnson is saying that this is a new thing, a new virus, a new pandemic, and they are trying to keep it into control with lockdowns and stuff like that. But but a lot of people, as myself, have been doing some research on the internet, and I've come up with a lot of things about it, and also records of coronavirus. Like I said, there's 7 strains of it, and the first one was known with SARS virus, which was 2002 to 2003, and that was also attacking the respiratory, the lungs, the respiratory syndrome. And it was called SARS-CoV-2, and then later on we got what they call it, MERS-CoV, it's a similar thing. But anyway, all I'm saying is there's been 7 strains of coronavirus known since 2002 to today. They came out with a couple of films, one called Pandemic, in 2007, which was about the coronavirus in them days, and this depicted exact same symptoms as we do today. So it has been known. So why the hell hasn't any vaccines and anything to curb this strain of virus of today been done in the past? And one of the reasons is that a lot of people were paid a lot of money. 45,000 researchers lost their jobs. So the actual we got things like getting rid of the cancer, but why aren't we trying to keep at bay these coronaviruses? 7 strains of them. So there could have been something done back from 2002 to 2007. And then there's another film what came out called Contagion, which is a similar thing again, and in 2011 by Dr. Tom Frieden, and he contributed along with other researchers of the possibility in the film, the contagion in the film, the pandemic. So what I'm saying is that why the hell hasn't something been done about it in them days, and investment in vaccines to curb this virus when it comes out. And it's cost the country billions and billions of pounds, which could have been saved if they let these people do the research and came up with cures back in them days. So, and there's also another person called there's Dr. Tom Frieden, and then there's Professor Gabriel Leong. Professor Gabriel Leong, he's a foreign researcher who knows everything about SARS virus, and he's the principal person who knows the possibilities of this becoming a really serious pandemic. And he says on a program called 60 Minutes in Australia that there's a possibility of a 40% of the world could die, and maybe 60%, mainly old people. So that tells you, and we know that been a lot of talks about overpopulated world, and we got this this we're trying to reduce the ozone layer, and reduce so having all these people die might be a good thing, which I don't think it is, but they're trying to get things reduced to reduce this global warming. So why haven't we done anything about this virus, which has cost billions and billions of pounds, and a loss of many jobs of businesses, will not come back into action after this lockdown in UK. This is April 2020. So as we say, we know about the film, and then if you watch the Hurley Show, Could Contagion Virus in Real Life by Dr. Tom Friedman, uploaded on the 12th of September 2011, which I'll put links below about these things, and also about the other Dr. Gabriel Leong. So all I'm saying is that we've been told to stay in and all that, and it's a new thing. It's not a new thing. It's been going on for years. So why has it not been sorted out? There's even papers on the internet where you can download explaining about it, which I'll put links underneath this video to all the links I've got in this letter I sent to I sent a letter to the guys, to 10 Downing Street, but they probably ignore it. But there's a publications about the coronavirus back in 23rd of the 7th 2015, which that's the date it was filed. But like I said, they've known about it since 2002 onwards. The Chinese people eat a lot of food that we would never dream of eating, like pangolins, snakes and bats and the likes, cats, dogs, crocodiles, badgers, beavers and the like, which I'll put a list on below. There's 120 species what they eat, or wild animals, which are taken from the wild, and also that by taking them from the wild, they're reducing the population of the wild animals and making them go out of action, especially the pangolins, which is supposed to be a delicacy to eat the meat, and then it's been suspected that they're the ones that's actually passed up the COVID-19 hunters, along with snakes and bats, and cross-contamination in the markets of Wuhan. The markets are all on China isn't the only people who have these markets. The markets are all around the world, Taiwan, Bangkok, and places of that nature. A lot of this documentation we'll put underneath the video, so you can actually read it in detail. My research I've been doing over, which I submitted to the 10 Downing Street. The pangolins, for instance, the Chinese like them for eating, and also for the shells, which are, it says here, used in traditional Chinese medicine. The scales are used in a variety of purposes. The pangolins are boiled and remove the shells, which are dried, roasted, and then solid based, and claims that they assimilate lactation, help to drain the pus and relieve the skin and diseases or palsy. So, but that's all probably just fiction, and it's all this basically they hunted to extinction, like a lot of these wild animals what are in these cages and butchered on the site, and blood everywhere, and it's got cross-contamination from blood from each animal. There's no actually good hygiene in these markets. You know, they don't wear gloves, they don't clean the hands, they don't, when you go to, some of them don't have good facilities for toilets, and they don't even clean the hands after they've been to the toilets, they don't have toilet rolls, and they don't keep the, like in our country, if after a butcher's day is through, we go around and bleach with bleach water and clear the decks of the what we've been doing on that day. Also in between each species, like if you want if you're doing lamb, for instance, and there's lamb's blood on the, you would then clean it with bleach, and then put carries on and do that, and that's a proper procedure. But in these markets around the world where they sell these wild animals, which are in cages, and they're all sharing rooms in warm temperatures, and also these viruses from each animal, which normally would not meet, are all in this small space cages, and they're very stressed out because they know they're going to get killed. I've seen cats on you see on the videos, you look at it, you'll see cats and dogs and all sorts being killed. Also the seafood market, they're one of their delicacies is they've got water beetles in China. They like water beetles, which I like water chestnuts, but I wouldn't like to eat water beetles. I wouldn't like to eat any of these wild animals, really. We're all happy to have cow, lambs, and sheep, and chickens and turkey and stuff like that. I think that's all we need. But they haven't got access to that because it's too expensive. So one of the reasons why they have these markets is because they're very poor. So they have these. They pinch the wild animals for the fortune from the wild, and you just put them on the table and sell to people who haven't got much money, who are low pay. Because most people in China and other countries are on low pay, so they have to subsidise themselves by buying cheap food on these open markets, along with the seafood. They sell things. Some of the seafood is got viruses on them, even when they're sold. So yes, it needs to be stopped. So what we should be doing is concentrating on maybe shutting these markets down, or keep researching into medical, and keep these viruses and possibly get some vaccines before these pandemics come out again. Because the next pandemic could be even worse and or similar to this one, or or cause a lot more deaths. But it seems strange that it's in the older people, and there's been talks that people are living too long. So have a think about it. Yes, let's stop it. Let's stop it. All this thing about staying in, losing his jobs, being poor, is all amounted to the governments of the not just this government, the governments of all around the world haven't invested in proper antidotes and vaccines to remedy these pandemics when they came in, because they probably did know that it was going to happen, and then they let it happen. The film, the directors of the films said that, Dr. Fieldman especially has said that this could have happened back in 2011, 2007. So it's happened. So the film's come true. So what the hell has been happening? Why hasn't research been into stopping it? In some way, closing the markets, or developing vaccines for the viruses that they've known about on record for all these years. So yes, you have a think about it. I'll put a lot of information below. You know, I'll do some cut and pasting with the links what I would like you to watch, and also just think about it that we have been conned into thinking that it's new and it's not new. So take care, everybody. Have a good day. Be safe. Be happy if you can, and hopefully you'll be able to be in groups amongst your friends and family, and but remember, even after the lockdown, this is not going to stop. This, until they get a vaccine for this COVID-19, it's not going to stop for a while, a year or two, until they get a good vaccine to protect people from ever getting this again. But it's a worldwide problem, so they have to get a worldwide vaccine, which is going to take a lot of time. So take care, everybody, and I'll sign off now. Thank you for listening.